right, so the Sharks continued their East Coast trip and just narrowly lost to the New Jersey Devils. Final score 2-1 and moved to 1-6. I mean, man, that record is bad. The Sharks are tied last place in the Pacific with the Canucks. The Canucks are actually winless, but they have 2 overtime losses, so our records are essentially the same. The Sharks lost 2-1, like I said, and all the goals in this game, all 3 of them, in fact, came in the second period. So interesting how that worked out. Sharks had Kaapo Kähkönen in net today. He did pretty good. This game was in the morning for us West Coast people, and he did okay in the first period. He made some nice saves, but of course, when it was all said and done, the Sharks did lose. So taking that into account, that's kind of how it was. And so Yegor Sharangovich scored for New Jersey, and that put them up 1-0. Pretty good goal from New Jersey. And sloppy, play by Vlasic. It led to a defensive turnover that, of course, allowed them to score. And then not much long later on the power play, Dawson Mercer scores for New Jersey, putting them up 2-0. And once again, just sort of sloppy defense for the Sharks. And Mercer was right in front of the net. It's basically point blank. And so anyways, then the Sharks got on the board. Kevin Labanc scored with, actually not too long after the Mercer goal, about, less than a minute. And so, yeah, it was a nice 2-on-1 by the Sharks, Sturm and Labanc heading down the ice, and that made it 2-1. And that was all the goals in the game. There were some pretty good saves on, for the rest of the game. Kaapo Kähkönen had some good saves. And, for Mackenzie Blackwood, he had a very good game for New Jersey as well. So the Devils won. They moved to 3-2. And, the Sharks, this road trip has been pretty tough for them. Of course, they got one win against New York. But, yeah, we're going to play the Flyers to end the road trip. And that should be an interesting game as well. But, yeah, in this game, like I said, Mackenzie Blackwood had a very good game. He was 21 of 22 in the net for New Jersey, 9.55 save percentage, and 21 of 22. And then, of course, they had a good game from Mercer and Sharangovich. And, overall, the Devils look better. I mean, this game wasn't super offensive heavy. For the Sharks, they had a Scott Harrington got an assist, which was good. Lindblom did as well, but, it was unfortunate because Kaapo had a good game. He had to face more shots. He was 34 of 36, which is not a super bad stat line, but the Sharks' offense did not back him up. And so, he was 34 of 36. And, I mean, it was really difficult. So the Sharks, like I said, towards the bottom of the division, towards the bottom of the NHL standings, and a lot of questions are coming up now about what's going to happen for, the future of the team in this year. And so, the Sharks, after they play the Flyers, they will play a pretty long homestand. They'll play like a couple games, a good amount actually, and a lot against teams that aren't in our division, and then a couple against the Ducks and Knights, and so that should be interesting. But the Sharks are not playing good right now, and this game was close. It was a game that we probably could have won. It's just our offense was not answering against New Jersey's defense, and the Devils were able to capitalize off, San Jose turnovers and sloppy defense. That's where both goals came from. And so, it was unfortunate for the Sharks. They're going to play Philly next, like I said. Hopefully we can get a win. We'll see what happens. I mean, the Sharks are definitely, they found themselves in a hole, and that's much been difficult to climb out of. So anyways, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts on this game. I'll see you guys later, and go Sharks.